Obviously, you made a right turn because here's the wrong kind of podcast.
Hello, welcome to the show. Merry Christmas. I don't do that shit.
I know that
Well,
was
it
weird.
didn't feel good.
That was weird.
I didn't like
Why?
it.
Yeah.
You don't do Christmas?
I don't do all that shit.
All that shit, man.
He doesn't like to tell people Merry
Birthdays.
Christmas.
Holidays.
Well,
Remember
I don't
when
like
we
that.
when we were going to do Happy
It's fake.
Thanksgiving? He was
Mhm.
like,
It's TNT.
"You don't believe
This is
it,"
going to be a festive
Thoughts and
AF show.
prayers.
but it is Merry Christmas.
Yeah. Well, you
Yeah, drink a couple more of these beers. It'd be merry as
Merry
fuck.
Drink
in
up,
here.
Scrooge.
No
Yeah.
kidding.
Yeah.
More Fireball for me.
Yeah. So
I
the
don't know,
link
is he the Scrooge or the Grinch?
Yes.
the link is up on the Facebook page, but so far it's just the OG crew that's up
OG.
in here.
OG. Yo, yo, yo.
Yeah.
You did post it on the just WKOP page.
If this message that I've just got from my phone is somebody asking me about a
How to
fucking
get the
link, it's not. Anyway, all right, cool. So this is our Christmas show, and this is it.
Christmas show. Ho, ho, ho.
Oh no.
Yeah, and I'm hoping that folks are going to start listening because we're going
Keep
to
punning.
reintroduce ourselves here for the folks that are going to watch this later or listen to it later or whatever. Everybody can see this live. Normally, this is just for a group of folks that have donated, currently donate, or whatever,
Whatever.
which we got
Very
some of those real
specific.
quick.
Yes.
Very
I just
specific.
Kyle just dropped in a big donation just a few minutes ago. So Kyle Thurman, thank you for that. And then of course, our weekly folks that donate, pay the bills. Brian, JD, Karen, Kyle, Jamie, Mark, Brianne, and Shelly.
All of them.
Thanks, guys.
Thank
The OGs.
you.
All right. So for those that are watching this the first time, we call it WKOP, which stands for Wrong Kind of Podcast. There's a really long story behind that. I'm not going to get into it. But anyway, this is the Wrong Kind of Podcast. I am Justin, the host and the guy that fucks up the technology. So
Well, at
if
least he
it's,
took the blame.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
Just took it.
New Year's resolution early.
So earlier, we think we figured out why people couldn't hear the stuff that we were playing.
Mhm.
We don't know why.
Yeah.
We don't know how we fixed it,
Okay.
but it seems to work now.
Just my presence.
Okay.
That's it. Just your presence
Scared it.
alone. That's what it was.
You brought
yeah.
presents?
It's
Oh,
hot as
yeah.
shit
Yeah, we
here.
already opened them.
Okay.
Is it?
It's hot as shit.
It
in here.
yeah,
is.
it's hot
It
in
really
here.
is.
Yes.
I think you guys are all psychotic.
God.
I've got 2 blankets
The gates of hell are literally next to me. blowing
Thankful.
on me.
It's hot.
for my
It's
hat
very hot in here.
and my sweatshirt.
I'm wearing poster
You
board
might
on
need
my
to
head.
share a blanket with Pino over there because
Yeah.
I
Do you
just
need a
turned
blankie?
off.
I have
just
2.
turned off her life support
He took-
system that she was sitting
Life
3 inches
support.
in
Turn it
front
off.
of.
Yeah.
He turned it off. Do you need? Oh, you good? Okay,
Are you want it turned off? Oh,
it's off. Do
She
you want a
never
blankie?
wants-
it's warmer
Pino.
outside.
He said, oh.
Uh,
Okay.
Anyway, that's my wife Megan over there.
Hi
to the-
guys. Oh,
right
waving.
there.
As I forgot that we
The nice one.
can see
Yeah.
Mhm.
The woman.
the nice
Woman.
The
one.
woman.
And that's Yancey over there with the balls.
Ahoy.
Wave at the camera,
Yeah.
Yancey.
That's
We're
me.
supposed to act like we don't know it's here.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, you're breaking down the fourth wall, right?
Mhm.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then the dude wearing
look
the
at it.
really weird hat.
I know. The
Hey, that's-
Hold
uncircumcised
on.
penis
He
over
on.
here.
actually looks like he's
Derek.
on Rudolph the Red-Nosed
see
Is
Reindeer.
that what it is? I've been
Yes.
looking all night trying to figure
Freaking
out.
Herbie.
Yes,
That is it. You're Herbie.
That's it.
Dennis
I'll
Bastard.
take it. Who?
Herbie. Dennis
Herbie the-
Basson?
I think it's a
Herbie.
bastard.
Actually, I want to be a dentist.
I said, you Dennis Bastard.
Dennis?
Dentist.
Can people know my name?
Dentist. Derek, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I know, but you went into the guy wearing the fucked up hat.
I said Derek.
Oh, sorry, I missed it.
Oh.
Do you
Hello,
guys wanna-
guys.
do you
I
guys
can't
wanna-
tip my head back too
Do
far?
you guys want to pimp your shit?
Yeah,
Tell everybody what you
circle
normally
back
do.
around and pimp the shit.
Pimp the shit. This is an old segment we got called Pimp the Shit.
I don't really do anything anymore. What am I supposed to be
I don't
pimping?
know. Oh,
You're the
okay.
woman that takes care of all this shit, keeps all this
I
going.
guess that's true. I mean, I have an old
This is the-
podcast, but I haven't put anything out in a
This is
long
the woman
time.
that hides the ketchup.
I do not. Just
Yeah.
because you
Sounds
can't
like a fun
find
game.
it.
Did you notice how Derek a minute ago muted all the microphones and then didn't take credit for it?
I did notice that.
Yep.
It's a little insight into their
happened.
home lives.
Those things may have happened, but not in that order.
No, it happened. It happened. All right, so pimp your shit.
All right. Well, check out Coffville Department of Memes on Facebook. Also, check out Facebook group Guardians of Nostalgia. I've been trying to
I
get
love
that
that
I like
growing
that
a
one.
little bit more.
I like that one.
You know
fantastic.
how you get that growing a little bit more? You need to rub on it.
Gonna put some more focus on the Guardians of Nostalgia for 2024 and try to grow it about as much as Coffeeville Department of Memes has in 2023.
He's going to grow it.
It
That's right.
tickles the feels.
I love
Yep.
those. Those are my favorite, like TikTok videos and everything. Are when people are doing things from the 80s and 90s.
The best post I've seen on there is the one where Ward Cleaver is selling Christmas trees to
Yeah, who
Lawrence
is he?
Welk.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
That's right. You
Did
would
you
be a
guys
little,
know that?
little bias on that though, aren't
Did you
you?
guys know that?
I don't even know
What?
what you're talking
So
about.
Leave It to Beaver, you
Yeah.
know, the TV show,
Yes.
the
Heard
dad
of it,
Ward.
yeah. Mhm.
So he had a tree farm in Minnesota.
like legitimately, not on the
Yeah,
show.
Christmas tree farm in Minnesota where he's from.
Okay.
And in the wintertime, he would have trees sent there, and he sold trees to celebrities. And there's a picture of him selling a
Really?
Christmas tree to Lawrence Welk in the 50s.
No, that's
Really?
awesome.
Yeah, that's some.
Interesting.
I'm not rich enough. I'm pimping my
Right.
Christmas trees.
My favorite was the Stompers because that turned time back for me.
The one today? Did you see the one
Today?
today?
No,
The guy that designed the Stompers originally, he's still
Yeah.
alive. He's like 92 years
Seriously?
old.
Seriously.
If you played with any kind of
Jinx.
toy from like Galoob, Mattel, Hasbro,
Galoob?
what was the ones that made the original Star Wars toys that went out of business? Oh my goodness.
Sorry to say Bandai. That's not it.
No, they're Japanese,
people.
but anyway, yeah. So he designed a lot of those toys for those companies.
Huh,
So there's
cool.
a good chance that you played with something that this guy designed.
That's really cool.
Yeah, Stompers was one of them. So
Love them Stompers.
Pimp your shit,
Me?
Derek.
My turn. Welp.
yes, Kenner.
Right.
Sorry, Kenner is the
Kenner.
one that I was trying to think of. Kenner Toys. Thank you, Freely.
They're not in business? Kenner?
No, they got absorbed. I think by Hasbro. Hasbro
Oh,
absorbed a
yes.
lot of those toy companies.
Yes.
Hasbro.
Yeah, has been.
They woke.
Sorry, man. Go ahead.
Okay.
Not get into the 90s, or was that 90s? You
What's
were
that?
talking about the other day, or is that new sayings that
Oh,
the kids
that I-
say, quote unquote?
Yeah, those were
Oh.
the top 2023
2023.
yeah, sayings that kids have.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay.
Slay.
Do you hear the goddamn 1947 screen door opening?
I did hear that.
It was.
It's a
It's
Yeah,
fun.
I know.
screen door
I'll
on a
quit
pirate
moving
ship
it.
over
No,
here.
it's all right. I was like, what in the hell? It's like the shithouse door on the Titanic opening.
There he goes again, messing up their shitter. Yeah. My stuff happens to have not much to do with the old podcast or memes or any of that stuff.
Okay.
I make stuff out of the wood, aka
Mhm.
my
You create
Game-
durable things.
my game name is the Wood King. But no, I'm Square Splinter. So I do a lot of not lately, but typically a lot of YouTube stuff. Woodworking. I build furniture and stuff, and have some very select local customers for building furniture and whatnot. But yeah, Square Splinter on the webs, on the Instagrams, Facebooks, Twitters, and all the other things.
all of them.
Very social,
all
aren't you?
of
Yeah.
things.
I had to pick a name that was very not like anything else.
I don't have any shit to pimp. This is it. Although I am going to be trying
Okay,
to sell
folks.
guns before too long.
You
So
know what?
that's it.
And it ain't easy.
It ain't easy being me.
Got 99 problems.
And also for those that are listening or
I was
watching,
gonna
for the first
continue
time,
Dot.
we have a phone number you can call in to, I don't know, express yourself or tell a
Express
story
yourself.
or
Carpet-
whatever you want to
yourself.
do.
Carpet
you know?
bomb knowledge.
Yeah, and
Please.
one of our guys here has called in, and hopefully this works, and hopefully everybody can hear it now.
Hey, this is Lou. I got a poop story for you. A guy was stealing my lunch. I have a lunch box in a place that I worked at a long, long time ago, and I made Ex-Lax cookies, and he, of course, stole them. And then when he showed back up for work, he was terminated for stealing toilet paper. So there you go. Thanks for doing everything that you guys do to help make it a better place. Appreciate your show. Get a lot of laughs out of it and some wisdom and insight. I think my wish for the year is that all of our libtard and commie friends will come to Jesus and really work to make it a better place. Talk to y'all later. Merry Christmas. Bye.
That's a big
Lou,
ask. That's a big ask.
next time you call, you need to tell us how you really feel.
Yeah.
Because don't leave us wondering. Also, I feel like he maybe should have used more of the 3 minutes to
Elaborate.
He omitted some details there. It seems like.
Yeah, I missed a little bit of the poop. I didn't know how he got from getting fired for stealing lunches and then
No.
fired for toilet paper.
Mhm.
Fire for toilet paper.
No.
Yeah, I feel like
he
maybe
got a guy fired. The guy was stealing his lunch,
And he made
and then he made X-Lax cookies. The guy stole his X-Lax cookies,
oh, okay.
and then that guy got fired for stealing toilet paper. And damn you, Lou! I love that job.
All right.
Yeah. And that phone number that you could call in and also be like Lou is 620-625-0146.
Be like Lou.
Be like Lou.
Lou donated, I think, a week ago. Did I mention that?
I don't know.
If I didn't, Lou, thank you. He dropped a donation on us
Awesome.
last week.
Thanks.
Uncomfortable fucking hat in the world.
Your head is getting pretty tight over there.
What are you looking at?
I'm not sure what I'm looking at. It's
We don't really
it's
know.
uncomfortable.
If it gets too moist in here, you might have some collapsing.
I got to keep him close by.
Hey, people listening,
Announce
go
it.
over to the Facebook page, please, and share that link to
It
your
is
friends.
2023.
It's posted right at the top of the page.
Not for long.
We want
That's
thousands.
true.
We
That's
want
true.
thousands of people to get a glimpse of the inside of Mount Elf.
What did you? All right. So normally what we do here is we each
Not
bring
that.
some notes, things that catch our attention during the week, and we talk about them on here. And Megan usually goes first.
Mhm.
What are you sitting on there, Pike? Is that a giant beanbag?
Did you call him Pike? Oh, wait, over there in that.
Yeah, go ahead.
He
I
did.
thought you were talking to.
I'm sorry, people. I'm talking to people that I can see in the live chat.
Oh, I didn't know what you were talking about either.
I thought he was talking to you, and I was
Yeah,
like,
so did
"That's
I.
Derek."
Wait a minute. Am I moving that much?
Yeah.
Oh.
I don't have a lot of notes, but I have a few things today. So one of those is Doritos. If I say that word, do you guys already know?
Dorito.
Know where I'm going with
It was,
this?
in my,
Yes.
it was in my notes.
Oh, is
I
it?
don't know about it. You
I'm
guys
so
can
sorry.
talk about it. That's cool.
Okay. Doritos is unveiling a nacho cheese flavored $65 liquor that
Oh,
smells
yeah.
and
Sounds
tastes like the real
terrible.
thing.
What the
Yummy.
fuck? Why would you want to do that?
I don't know. I
Gross.
think that's disgusting. I've never, ever, ever asked or desired a cheese flavored drink.
Yeah.
So
Even saying
Gross.
cheese flavored anything makes me
Mm.
throw up a
It's-
little.
Cheese.
I just imagine that Velveeta taste, like,
I was thinking of the guy.
but I know. It's I don't know where to go.
Sorry,
There's
I said that at that joke hit at the
all
wrong
good, it's
time.
good. They're calling it an uncategorized type of liquor because they're not calling it a vodka or a gin, so they're just calling it a nacho cheese spirit. So
Wait, doesn't it have to be like one of them?
it's going to be
How it's made?
extracted using
Mm.
real chips
There you go.
through vacuum distillation. Did I say that word right? Distillation.
If it
Okay.
actually tastes, I love Doritos.
Yeah.
But in a liquid form, that sounds terrible.
Right.
You can pre-order starting last week. So today you could pre-order
Oh, that's
Um,
what I want to do. I want to pre-order some nasty shit.
I'll let you know
$65.
They put a limit of 6 cases. Just if you
Oh,
wanna
they
Oh,
do
did?
it.
they-
That's good.
I could only
I
get
think
6.
it's gross. It says this isn't the first time that people have done these
Made a
weird
poor
cheese
decision.
experiments. Like in 2021, Kraft macaroni and cheese partnered with an ice cream company, and they used
Yeah.
actual powdered cheese from their macaroni
I
boxes.
think I remember this.
I don't at all, and that's
How many-
completely okay with me.
How many days ago do you think that cheese experimented with something?
Oh,
I'm talking about the guy again.
the guy. Again,
No.
yes.
Dude, you're going to get a present.
You are.
Keep
You
fucking
are.
around. You're going to find out.
You are gonna find out. Maybe in chocolate form.
Ew.
I don't know what that means.
Well, you will. You'll find out.
You will. You will.
Yeah,
Really?
Sorry.
You don't know what that means?
Sorry. Yes,
was-
I do.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
I was gonna say it's before his time here.
I'm
Oh.
just double apologizing for
Oh, okay.
interrupting.
Justin, you asked me to put this song on.
Are you going to play it?
Do you want me to play it? I've never played anything via Bluetooth, so
So you got to connect to this. I'm disconnected.
I don't.
Let me. I got.
Must I?
Well, just play it to your microphone.
Okay.
Go old school with it.
All right.
Yeah.
Old school.
You're plugged into something though.
That's a charger.
Oh,
Man, you're the tech guy.
Plugged into something.
why?
Oh no.
Echo.
I can't do it that way.
No.
Maybe we'll come back to that one.
Oh, it's derailing.
Yeah.
It's-
Be real, and there it goes. Megan
Circle
doesn't know
back.
about technology.
I wasn't going to like I
Send it to me, man.
I
Send
thought
it
you
to
had
me.
corded
Okay.
earphones and you're plugged into your phone, I guess.
Hold on. Oh, that's not what I want to do either.
You got
Just
an
give me a minute.
XLR to lightning adapter?
Hey, you got an extra RGB cable over there?
Yeah.
Got
Well,
some of that coax?
Yeah.
we'll
old
come
coax.
back to that. Maybe I'll send it to you in a minute because it's not just readily available. I didn't realize that the reverb would come from the.
You realize you look like Deadpool when he got his legs chopped off in the camera here.
It's like that's a great
And he's
scene.
regenerating.
Yeah.
The wizard says he's going to get some queso liquor,
Ew.
and he
Ah.
provided a link that I won't be clicking.
Okay.
'Cause
My next little thing here is not nearly as exciting as the cheese flavored
That's what she
spirits.
Megan can't
Um,
get through her note
I
there.
know. Gonna
I feel
get
like I'm being attacked tonight. I'm
gonna
just
get
gonna
an
like
email this week that those
Yeah.
guys won't shut up.
They won't
keep
let her talk.
interrupting Megan.
Sexist
this is how my
bastards.
life
Yeah.
goes, guys. This
Telling
is
her
how
inappropriate jokes.
this
Exactly.
literally is my life.
All
Next,
that
we're
poo-poo
gonna-
humor.
Next we're gonna be on the Department of Memes pages with the inappropriate
Oh,
bitches.
yeah, the scourge of society.
Remove me from this page.
Love you,
I
Debbie.
feel like this is going off the walls here.
It sure did.
This is not nearly as exciting, but it is the predicted top baby names for 2024. So, what do you guys think it's going to be?
Something.
Well,
Stupid,
yes, that's.
probably.
Oh, I was going to say
Oh.
it will be something.
Something
top
stupid.
baby names of this year, is that what you said?
2024 predicted
2024.
top baby names for
As
next year.
decades go on, they just find a different way to spell it.
Yeah.
And maybe take one letter out of it.
I remember when hardly anybody had a Y in their name but me, and now everybody had, Crossland, Trisland, thisland, thatland. I'm like,
Jacqueline.
Crossland.
I mean,
Oh,
That's
okay.
a new name
It's
they
like,
came
what?
up with.
yeah.
The it's going to make it. I don't know. I remember my mom saying that Megan wasn't a super popular name, and then suddenly it was like everybody has the name Megan.
Or at least
So-
you have a unique spelling.
That is true.
Yeah.
That is true. So the top baby name for this year is Margot. And I'm assuming that's because of Margot Robbie and
Really?
like Barbie and all that
I don't know, Margot.
stuff. What is that from?
Christmas vacation, man.
Oh,
that's strange.
Oh,
Why is the carpet all wet, Todd?
Oh,
I don't
shit.
know.
That's
Yes.
right. I
Oh,
forgot
Oh, was
about
her
that.
name Margot?
I had no
Dude,
idea.
if you'd have paid me $1 million, I would have known her name.
No, I would not have known that.
Yeah,
That's
tonight
great.
on movie trivia.
Yeah. So they're predicting that next year the top girl's name is going to be Cleo,
Oh, call me now for your free psychic reading.
followed by Ophelia.
1999. Ophelia?
Ophelia.
Ophelia, these nuts.
Yes. I was wondering if you were
Yeah,
going to go there.
that's what she's called in high school.
And then Elodie. Elodie. Like
What?
melody, but without the M.
See, they're just getting rid of
El-
letters and calling it a new name.
For boys, the predicted top
Oh,
name,
Great.
Yeah.
Bear.
Bear?
huh?
Like from Alaskan Bush people?
Bear.
Or reservation dogs?
Reservation dogs. That's what I was thinking of.
Bear?
Yeah.
Oh, Bear. Yeah. That was a
Followed
good show.
by Rhodes.
Roads, huh?
RHODES.
I love
Rhodes.
English.
Followed by Renzo.
Oh, I thought it was going to be another noun.
Renzo.
Okay.
Yes. So there you go. That's
I need a big ass WKOP.com sticker for the top of this monitor, Derek. Thank you.
All right. Put that on my list.
Right.
I have the top 10 colleges with the highest STD rates.
Oh, yeah.
For this
Here
year.
we go.
Party.
Party colleges.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
You're gonna be shocked. Not really.
Brigham
But-
Young.
No.
It's number one.
Break them young.
Brigham Young.
Oh.
God.
Justin.
I seriously thought I thought that's what he said too, and I wasn't
Bring
trying to
him
Sure
laugh.
you
Yeah.
did.
I
Sure
wasn't trying to laugh.
I wasn't trying to.
Trying
So
to
number
be
10, Notre Dame. Number 9, Texas Christian University.
Of course.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Number 8, Southern Methodist University.
There you go.
Yes.
There you go.
Number 7, Vanderbilt.
All the Christians are humping.
I would like to skip number 6 for just a moment.
Uh-oh.
Oh,
Number 5, Duke. Number 4, I don't know how to say this. Is it Marquette?
Yeah,
Yeah, Marquette.
that's it.
Yep.
Number 3, Troy University.
Oh, you okay? Wonder if the Troys are using the Trojans down there. Apparently not.
yeah.
N-
Sponsor.
Number 2, the University of Louisiana. They say it's because people come and celebrate Mardi Gras. And
Yeah.
number 1 is the University of Pennsylvania.
Oh yeah.
Number 6, not so far away from home,
Wichita State Shockers.
University of Tulsa.
Oh,
Number
Yep.
6 has the most STDs
Number
okay.
6 is University of Tulsa.
with the most STDs.
Out of the top 10 colleges,
Just right down the road.
just right
oh
there.
my.
75 miles.
Mm-hmm.
Drive a couple hours and get something you can't wash
Need
off.
to need to teach them some
Yes, some
things.
bedroom etiquette.
Yes, I'll send this link to Justin once I might have to close out of the.
Did you guys
Group
have to
chat
watch
here
the
and-
cartoons in sex ed in elementary school?
No,
The terribly
did not.
animated cartoons.
Yeah.
I remember my teacher coming in with slideshow of
Mm.
genital herpes and
Oh.
Mm,
yeah,
nice.
like-
Yeah, I remember
Just
that.
Trying to scare you with the big
Yeah.
giant
And
pussy.
yeah,
now we're breaking for lunch, kids. See you
yeah.
after
I mean,
lunch.
pretty much, yeah.
We had to watch this
SpaghettiOs for lunch.
cartoon. It was like, look, there's Mark. He's on the diving board at the swimming pool. Hi, Mark. And then he like waves at the camera like this terrible 2D cartoon, right?
Mm.
And then Mark's bouncing on the diving board. Oh, look, his girlfriends are down there around
His
the pool.
girlfriends,
And
plural.
then literally the spring noise. He goes,
Boing.
This is an actual cartoon we
That's
watched
what it
at
sounds like,
school.
honestly.
Yeah, I can see that.
Could you hear it, though? You'll be all right?
I think the
Just-
hat is
just
getting
fine.
to him.
Just
Yeah.
fine.
Yeah, I
Getting
think
to
it's
him.
It's holding in all that heat,
circulation.
man.
Dude,
Holding in
look
the
at
heat.
Look at my eyes after I took that off.
Yeah.
Shit changed.
Shit.
Anyway. He's up there on the dive board, and it literally animates his under the shorts
Oh,
excitement.
Oh.
there.
so
And then they start trying
boing,
to
oing, oing wasn't the diving board. It was
no, it was him.
Okay.
Oh, I see.
Gotcha,
Yeah,
gotcha.
and then it goes into the explaining like sometimes at your age, things like this happen when you see a pretty girl or I don't remember. Yeah,
This
You
was those,
see
like,
the pretty lady.
They separate the classes, and this was the video the boys had
the
to watch.
boys, yeah,
Mm.
yeah.
When
it
I
was
was
normal to get random boners, basically, is what the
yeah,
video was
like
about.
hey, it's all good.
He said boner.
I mean,
Um,
that was implied.
I
I'm
don't
glad
think
that
I've
you
heard the word boner in at least a couple of years.
boner.
When I
I'm
was
here for the old school porn.
No, actually,
Oh,
I have
geez.
boner champ on a office the other day. I heard boner champ. Yeah,
on The Office.
yeah, that's what they called a nard dog. Was
Oh,
boner
that's right.
champ.
That's right.
What do they call it today? You don't say
Uh,
boner.
I think it's
The-
erection.
Somebody find the top 10 list.
Hey, anybody got
oh.
them teens out there? We need to know what they call the.
It's
I'm not
erection.
asking ours.
It's got to be woke.
No.
The when I was teaching in Diamond, we're close enough to Joplin so that Life Choices would come and like do those conversations, you know. And she, the main lady that works there, her name is Shannon. She's a wonderful, lovely lady. She would bring in this inflatable 6-foot penis. I mean, no
Oh.
sperm.
Hold on.
Well,
wait a minute. What?
Good
All
night,
I heard
everybody.
was
Good night.
The teacher brings in a 6-inch penis.
Sperm.
Six
A
foot.
sperm.
That's pretty
6
nice.
foot.
Oh, a 6-foot
A
penis.
6-foot
Actually, the national average.
sperm, not penis.
That's a big old horn.
What?
God damn.
Ricola.
That was a bitch.
She had a name for him and everything, and I don't remember what it was.
Oh, it was named?
Yeah,
Oh.
because he's like a big giant sperm that she brought.
Oh, I thought you meant
Oh,
the
God.
penis had a name.
No, it wasn't a
It was-
penis. It was
oh,
a
it was a-
sperm.
Oh, his name
I
was
just
Moby.
misspoke.
Moby. It's on the top 10 list for 3 years from now.
Sorry.
Turned your flamethrower back on.
Mr.
Thank
Dick, what's
you.
your first name?
Oh, my goodness.
Stupid hat. Glitter everywhere.
That's his excuse.
Yeah.
That really that's all my notes except for this song that Justin wanted to share with you guys. So I'll send that to him.
Oh.
Welcome
okay.
to Jig's Tavern, everybody.
No kidding.
I really want to wait to start my segment until Justin makes his way back over
That's
here.
the same, the exact same soundbite they use on every bar TV show. Ding.
Yeah,
Hold on, I'm getting a beer.
that's all right. Yeah, go right ahead. We'll stall.
Are you sending me
Oh,
Do,
Can I have one?
do. Did you tell him no?
Yeah.
oh, okay. So
I don't know.
while he's doing that,
Give me the old mill, I guess.
did you guys see or did you get in the mail your Virgil Peck legislative session survey?
Sure did.
Yeah. So I know how we always discuss that, we're kind of on an information island here, or we get our news out of Tulsa. We don't know a lot of what comes out of Kansas a lot of the time unless we actually go looking for it
Thank you.
proactively. But so Senator. That's right. Senator Virgil Peck.
Better not mistake that.
Yes, he sent out a survey kind of showing what's coming up for legislative session when they go back into session at Topeka. And what do you guys think about him sending that out? Do you think here was my first thought was good luck getting participation with that. You can't even get people to vote. Besides that, I did think in positive terms, like that is kind of cool that he sent that out, that, he's trying to get out some of the information of what's coming down the pipeline in Topeka.
People
want to get your
he comes around
opinions.
for listening tours.
He does
quite often.
And he does a segment on KGGF every week, I believe.
Him and Rep Ron.
That's right.
Rep Ron, I talked to him the other day. He's wanting to do legislative updates occasionally, like when they go back to session.
That's good. You mean here?
Yes.
Oh, sweet. Even better.
I asked him. I said he could, call in on the StreamYard. He goes, "Well, I would have missed the man cave experience."
Don't want to do that.
Happy to have him in
Although
here.
we don't call it man cave,
Right,
Ron,
right.
But
Did you correct him?
No.
Oh,
I'm gonna need him someday.
you don't want to burn that bridge. I get it.
Got this ward I need to look at.
Oh dear.
So moving on from that, I really wanted to start my segment off with a Christmas classic, since this is our Christmas special.
Oh,
Yes.
Right.
Apple bottom jeans, boots with a fur. The whole club was looking at her.
I love these.
She hit the floor.
Hey, I just danced to this song last weekend.
I really like to have seen that.
I'm sorry. You should have come to the wedding with me.
And they try to get me to sing.
Sing? Either could have been entertaining.
Let's get this mother crunk.
Wow.
Can you send that to me when you're
I
done?
will.
I need to share that with my friends who are dancing with me.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
She hit the floor. The next thing you know, Shawty got low, 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 low. I'm into that. I love those women exposed. Shawty got low.
It's beautiful.
Shawty got low. Shawty got low.
Oh. Way up there.
You kicked us out?
I kicked you out
Why?
because they can only have 10 in the room at a time.
Oh, okay.
I'm about
Gotta
to
have
kick-
that elitist money.
So the next person that gets kicked out, you guys can choose amongst yourselves.
I'm not
It's
even in
It's
anything.
whichever.
So I'm hoping people come in. So sorry, there was a notification. I'm clearly going to have to upgrade. Fuck you, StreamYard.
Oh, she said you can kick her out.
Yeah, kick the peanut.
When,
out.
when somebody needs kicked out, then you guys can decide amongst yourselves.
Okay.
You can fight it out.
I'm sad. I was enjoying the chat.
Yes. Continuing with the Christmas festivities and warm feelings. Thank you, Justin, for the
Mhm.
fuck you StreamYard dropped right in the middle. So
Merry Christmas.
I know that Megan's a fan. Not sure if anybody else is or not, but How the Grinch Stole Christmas, a
Definitely.
Christmas standard and classic at this point. In the original How the Grinch Stole Christmas cartoon from 1966, Boris
school.
Karloff is credited as being the voice of the Grinch and the narrator, of course. The assumption for years was that Karloff was also the singer of You're a Mean One, Mr. Grinch. People just assume that. But in reality, that credit goes to Thurl Ravenscroft. Badass name.
What is that?
Yeah.
Ravenscroft.
Yeah.
Is he part of the Harry Potter world?
It's House of Ravenscroft.
Okay.
Originally, Ravenscroft was uncredited for his role, but in recent years, with re-releases of the TV special, he's given his due. His name might not sound familiar to most people, but his other voice credits include Tony the Tiger,
Oh, cool.
Kirby from The Brave Little Toaster, and Jeffrey the Giraffe in the late 70s and early 80s.
Oh,
Really?
the Brave Little Toaster.
Mhm.
That scarred me.
Yeah,
I
me
don't
too.
know
The
what that
junkyard
is.
scene.
Yes.
What is
So
that?
you'll have to check it out.
Mm,
Oh, that movie's good stuff.
But that's just a few credits to his name. If you take a look at his larger body of work, he worked closely with Walt Disney Studios and has many supporting and background voice credits to his name.
okay.
That's right. And in more Christmas facts, did you know that the real Ebenezer Scrooge was taken from a headstone of a grave in a cemetery Charles Dickens was walking through one day before giving a lecture in Scotland?
Did
So
not.
the real name was Ebenezer Scrooge. And the actual, I knew he would laugh whenever
Wow.
yeah.
Okay.
Ebenezer Scrooge, and the actual man wasn't a miser at all. Dickens misinterpreted an inscription on the stone that read "a mule man," assuming that Scrooge had been a mean man to so much of an extent that it was etched on his tombstone. So I guess that
Jeez.
he thought that people were calling the guy an ass, I
Yeah.
guess, you know.
Huh.
But in all reality, he was like a mule man was somebody who handled horses, a mule stable type person, you know.
I got to be honest. I went a different direction with that.
Okay. He even wrote in his autobiography that the encounter noted he even wrote in his autobiography about the encounter, noting, quote, "To be remembered through eternity only for being mean seemed the greatest testament to life wasted," unquote. The second man Dickens molded Scrooge after was a wealthy inheritor, John Elwes, who spent no money on himself but was actually very charitable. He dressed so poorly that people actually gave him money on the street. He would go to bed at sunset as to not to waste candles. When he died, he left his children the equivalent of $28 million.
Good grief.
Wow.
Yeah, wow.
I would like to read his biography or autobiography, whatever.
Mhm.
Like I've only read snippets of it.
Yeah.
I'd like to get the whole thing.
He took a lot of Victorian type things of his day, contemporary time, you know, of
Yeah.
his contemporary times, and put them in the book. I think we had talked about those different houses that people could go in to get out of the elements. There was the ones where you would go in and you could sit on the bench. You would pay a penny. You could go in and sit on the bench, but you couldn't sleep. Or there was somebody that would come around like prod you with a stick to wake you
Oh,
up.
yeah.
You couldn't lay down. There was another one where they would string a rope across the front of the bench and you could lean on it. And you
Sounds
paid like
amazing.
5 cents for that. And then like for a whole quarter, you could go lay in a wooden box overnight and actually sleep in that thing, you know. But just to
That's
get out of the
funny.
cold, man. Just to get out of the cold. In not Christmas news, you guys see that they might be releasing the Epstein list.
Oh,
Finally.
really?
Yeah. So the name of Jeffrey Epstein's associates to be revealed in court documents in 2024. So a U.S. federal judge ruled on Monday that a list of Jeffrey Epstein's alleged victims and associates involved in the disgrace, financiers, exploitation, and abuse of underage girls must be unsealed and made public. More than 150 names, including Epstein's accused co-conspirators, may be revealed as part of a civil lawsuit against Ghislaine Maxwell. The lawsuit was brought by Virginia Giuffre, I'm assuming, who accused Maxwell of recruiting her for abuse and called her the mastermind behind Epstein's sex trafficking ring.
Jeez.
Yeah. So
There'll be so many appeals on that.
about damn time, you know. Yeah,
I mean,
there will
I
be.
know there already's probably been appeals, but like I'm guessing it'll be a while.
Yeah, for sure. So there are new pictures of Uranus. Looking at you, kid.
What year?
And did you know that it is luminous and ringed?
yes.
Oh,
Yeah. So these come from
Any anomalies
the
on it?
new Webb telescope, the James Webb telescope.
Hmm.
Like a freckle and a mole here and there, I think.
Okay. Good.
Yeah. Moving on. So there was a giant solar flare hurtling its way towards Earth. A giant
yeah.
one. It interrupted some radio stations in South America.
really?
kidding?
Yeah.
There's
Yeah.
a video of it, right? I seen like on NASA's website or something.
Yep, there is.
It's
There is.
wild
It's
looking.
huge. It's one of
Yeah.
the biggest ones ever recorded.
It's really cool.
And there's more of it heading towards Earth. It just the first wave has kind of hit.
There's more of Uranus heading this way.
Not Uranus.
No,
the
this is
sun,
solar
the
flare.
sun now.
I mean,
Yeah.
Uranus is hot.
I'm sorry, I was fucking with the computer.
Oh,
Yeah. So there's a bunch of scientific gobbledygook in this article here. I won't.
we don't
make
need
us
that
set through
education
the-
shit.
No, I'm just going to read the damn tweet. So the sun emitted a strong solar flare on December 14th, 2023, peaking at 12:02 Eastern Time. NASA's Solar Dynamics Observatory captured an image of the event, which was classified as X2.8, which means not jack shit to me.
Yeah, I was
Mm.
gonna say,
Yeah, that
Elon
just
must have
sounds
named
made
it.
up.
All I can
Yes.
say is it was a biggin. It was
Yeah.
a biggin.
2.8 apparently.
Yeah. Here's one that I think all of us as we get older can really, really appreciate.
what are you saying, Yancy?
A New York, well, no, just wait, you'll appreciate it. A New York bar raised its drinking age to 25 because young people are annoying.
Yeah, well,
That's amazing.
I told you,
Nah.
just wait. Yeah. So Brooklyn's Phil's Crummy Corner is adjusting its weekend drinking age
Is this in New York City?
to 25.
God damn.
Brooklyn.
Brooklyn. Oh.
To curb
enough.
rowdiness and address complaints from neighbors about the bar's
Rowdiness.
chaotic atmosphere on Fridays and Saturdays. The establishment, situated at Hamilton and Columbia, will cease serving patrons under 25 after 10 p.m. The move is an effort to transform the bar into a quieter, family-friendly locale, according to the restaurant manager, Isabel Santiago.
Family friendly, but you can't. They're just not serving alcohol. You can still go in there, but you can't drink if you're under 25. Is that what you said?
Mm,
Or they're not allowed in?
Bitch better have my money.
it will cease
going in.
serving patrons under 25 after 10.
Okay.
So I'm, just serving them.
Which I mean, like,
If you're already drunk in 25 and in there, you can still cause a ruckus.
that's true.
Can anybody else tell if Justin's paying attention to the chat or not?
No, I'm actually looking at the deal scrolling at the bottom of the screen. I got some technical shit going on over here, Derek. So, so fuck off.
Hmm.
He's got
All
all
the
kinds
way.
of buttons and shit to push over
All
there.
the way off.
There's a big scroll going across the bottom of the screen that
saw that.
says donate at WKOpodcast.com.
Oh, really?
Neat.
That is cool.
So, seems how you brought it up.
Techie
We will
AF.
be upgrading next week to a much more expensive version.
Because it got cool.
Oh.
So I'm going to need more donations. Thank you.
It quadrupled in price.
Well,
probably.
I'm going to go from only 10 people can join now to the next one. I can host webinars with up to 250 people.
Oh, webinars,
we
because
could-
people want to
we
hear
could
what you have
bestow
to
our
say.
wisdom upon people.
We may not need this because only the producers ever come in here. But if more than 7 of them show up,
Yeah. Like 240.
I mean, well, hell, if
Mm.
10 of them show up, we're fucked.
Where
Yeah.
are they at?
I mean, we got
They're
like
probably at WKOpodcast.com dropping change right now.
Buying
5
merch.
dozen people in that producer group. right
5
now.
dozen.
5 dozen. That's right.
I've never
Do-
heard that term
do-
before. 5 dozen.
Do the math. Do the math.
I can't
I was
do that
making
math.
sure you were
I can't do that
listening.
fucking math.
5 dozen.
I was testing if you were listening.
I can't do that math.
What is that?
I forget I got to work
54?
more.
What the fuck? Are
What?
I got to check that out.
now,
5
if it-
dozen.
now, if it's a baker's dozen, that's another thing.
I was going to say, are you adding one? Baker's
Yeah.
dozen?
50.
That's 60.
Yes, dear.
Oh,
It is.
there you go.
You know, you ought to learn that. The old teach says that you're not going to have a calculator in your pocket every day when you grow up.
Yeah, she was wrong.
Yeah.
She brought a 6-foot dick to school.
And named it
Moby.
Moby.
Yeah. Moby Dick.
How dare Sorry. I had a really good comeback, but
Are you okay?
apparently I laugh at myself too much. Continue on.
Yes. Thank you. So did you guys know that dogs can get high when you rub their ears?
Oh, that
Yeah.
makes sense.
Dogs revel in the joy of ear rubs, displaying delight through leaning in, rolling their eyes, and emitting content sighs.
Yep.
Yeah. Beyond mere pleasure, the secret lies in nerves releasing endorphins during this ritual, inducing a state of relaxation akin to a trance. Dr. Alan
Trance. I
Scowen.
thought you said due to trans.
Only trans people. Only trans people see it.
Sorry.
Dr. Alan Scowen from the Center for the Advancement of Veterinary Alternative Therapies, that's all in this person's title, notes that dogs essentially get high on their own hormones during ear rubs. Yes.
I don't know
The
how
hell
I
you
feel
rub
about
my
that.
ears. I kind of get high.
I don't
wanna try
know
it?
how I feel about that.
I don't know if I've ever had
I don't
anybody
know,
just
man.
grab on.
Next time. Next time.
just grapple them ears.
Oh boy. I'm just
Quick,
about,
move on,
I
Yancey.
know I'm scrambling here. I'm just about done with my segment. Don't worry. Throwing it over to Derek. Yeah.
Oh,
So they
just act like everything goes downhill when it comes over
yeah,
here.
I'll just throw it over to him. He'll have a couple of fart jokes, I'm sure, and they'll throw it to Justin. So this is from the Montgomery County Chronicle. Just in time for Christmas, Azure rides Santa's sleigh. So they finally announced what that big $900 million project was going to be up close to Cherryville. And it is a Canadian-based company that has announced plans Monday morning to develop a jet fuel processing center adjacent to the Bartlett grain soybean processing plant that is now under construction south of Cherryville. Once again, like I said, Azure Sustainable Fuels, which is based in Calgary, Alberta, will spend $900 million to build the refinery. It's technically known as a processing center, they say, and provide clean burning fuel to the aviation industry.
My question, I read some comments or something on that post, and they were talking about, somebody asked about that being new. Is that stuff being used now? The clean or whatever, how they're doing it as a fuel, or is that like a brand new thing?
Yeah, I'm not sure. That question could be directed towards somebody else, and maybe we can circle back to that another time.
What was the question?
Thank you for going on the deep dive.
Just curious, the fuel that this place is producing, is that a new thing?
Yeah, so there's a whole, the effort to go to
Green,
replenishable fuels and shit. And why not? I mean, we grow the hell out of beans around here. Might as well get something out of it.
Well, and they picked this giant new processing plant that just happens to be over across the road.
Well, not even across the road. They're going to be built next to each other.
Adjacent, it says.
I'm going to guess that the pipe is going to go from one place to the other.
A big one.
Yeah.
Was this the plan the whole time?
I got a feeling there was plans in the background.
Some coffee was drink.
I bet the people in Topeka knew about it.
Yeah.
Gotcha. And finally, so the field continues to narrow for the 2024 Republican nominee for president. So here is the introductions during the latest debate.
Ron DeSantis, High Heels University.
That's hot.
Vivek Ramaswamy, Donald Trump Fan Club.
Nikki Birdbrain Haley, Bush War Crime Institute.
Oh my.
Tim Scott, I'm just happy to be here. Chris Christie, Golden Corral State.
Oh, fuck.
Is he still running?
Yeah, he's still in there.
Golden Corral
Somebody is funding Chris Christie to stay in there and just talk shit on Donald Trump. That's all they're doing.
Yeah, it's pretty much all the guys.
His whole platform is talking shit on Donald Trump.
Yeah.
I haven't heard anything about any of these people except that I got a text from Nikki Haley's crew today saying, before you delete this, stop and take this survey about whatever, blah, blah, blah. I did not take
No
said survey,
gracias.
but I haven't heard anybody talking about presidential race at all.
Yeah, about the guy it's about getting the well, I don't need any more of this old Milwaukee here, apparently. About the only guy getting any attention is Vivek Ramaswamy, because he's telling people to F off and whatnot. Have you seen that?
On the show?
He was at Turning Point USA giving a speech, and he mentioned somebody. Who was he? I think it was Van Jones he was mentioning, and he said, shut the F up.
Oh.
So,
Wow.
he's trying to be Trump light, I think.
Trump light.
Trump polite.
Zero sugar.
Yeah. Trump free.
Are you done, Yancey?
That's it.
I'm going to give us some background on this song, Megan. I don't remember exactly. I know it's something to do with Coffeeville.
Right. So this showed up on Facebook somewhere that said it was like a name all the pop culture things that reference Coffeeville, Kansas. And of course, there's like, I don't know, the Eagles and whatever. There were lots of things that we were like, oh, I didn't know they talked about that. And this was one of those things was this song.
Dallas Frazier with a big Mabel Murphy, which was my and cousin Shane's grandma.
Literally.
It's not connected, of course. Hold on.
Now it is connecting.
I don't know what's going on.
29, somewhere in Coffeeville was a honky-tonk named Big Mabel Murphy. She had a sweetheart named Little Mel.
Have you ever heard this?
I've never heard it.
Not at all.
Yeah, I don't know.
That's wild.
That's Shane and I's. I can't get it to stop playing now.
Oh.
That's Shane and I's. His grandma, my great grandma, was Mabel Irene Murphy, I believe was her name. We'll double check that Saturday.
Okay.
Yeah, I'd never heard that. There's a honky tonk named Mabel Murphy.
Big
in
Mabel
Coffeyville.
Murphys.
Big Mabel Murphys. She was a beast of a woman.
Her name becomes her.
That's okay. Go ahead.
Who you talk to? Me?
It disconnected in the middle of being connected, so that's cool. Thanks for that technology.
You done with all your technology?
I'm done with it. Really, I am.
So I want any of you guys to guess.
Guess? Hey, let's guess.
Yeah.
This week on guessing.
Guess
All right.
with Derek.
Yeah. Guess what's on the rise around Christmas besides Megan's
Herpes.
penis?
Whoa.
Sorry. I didn't finish.
I've checked.
Well,
There ain't one there.
it's been a really good show. See you next year.
Wow, dude.
There was
What's on the rise besides Megan's penis?
Good God, man.
okay.
Taken out of context.
There was.
Jeez, man.
Can we pause this for a second?
I'd still play with it if she had one.
You stop.
It wouldn't make me gay. It's my wife.
Oh shit!
She's my wife.
Yeah.
That can't be gay.
No, she's a woman.
It's only gay if she looks me in the eyes.
We should write a rule
I
book
don't know where
and
this
sell
is
it on
going right
Amazon.
now. I
Yeah.
don't think you should.
You're not gay if
Be gay.
your wife has a penis.
101 rules to know you're not gay.
Yeah,
You know what's
good
funny?
Lord.
Somebody is probably having that conversation somewhere right now, though, in 2023.
Okay, after I compose myself,
You know, I did catch you looking at my balls earlier. So
I have been there dangling around on the.
I know.
Yeah.
Fuck. Move on.
So, what rises at Christmas? Risk. You guys are fucking killing me.
Oh.
Had a mouthful of beer when that happened.
This was funny, and now I just don't even want to say it because it's kind of a joke, but not.
Okay.
Anyway, the risk in December around Christmas, risk of penile fractures. You seen this? This is an actual
So
medical
it
study.
was related
Fractures.
somehow.
From let me
He's
sorry,
just
I was
gonna keep
trying to
going.
find this. Read you what the doctor said, what that actually means. It's a result of forceful bending
Oh.
during over enthusiastic sexual intercourse.
Mm.
And
Mm.
there is usually an audible snap.
God dang. Snap, crackle, cock.
Oh,
Too bad that
Uh,
can't be the
so-
episode name.
yeah. That'd be a good one. That's a good
It
one.
might be.
Yeah, screw.
Snap, crackle.
Well,
Maybe snap, crackle.
sorry.
It
Got a
sure,
case of the dry
it
mouth
sure
there.
can't be Megan's 6-foot penis.
I was trying to say her high school mascot, the inflatable 6-foot penis, and then
Sure
I
you
just
were.
choked up on myself.
Well, that
Yeah.
happens with your.
High school
Wow.
high school mascock.
Yeah,
Sorry, go ahead.
yeah, it'll sneak up on you. So AI is a hot topic nowadays, which I do actually do a lot of reading about it. It interests the hell out of me. What?
The wizard.
What do you say?
It says he spent enough time in the ER at the reverse cowgirl is the most dangerous for
Oh.
penis snapping.
Oh, all right. Good to know.
I don't want to know what kind of eye injuries
We've
people
got
get from that.
this is what I was trying to achieve right here. This
Right.
instant.
Invaluable knowledge.
Yes.
Mhm.
Hey,
You know?
I have something to. Sorry.
Not everybody.
Big Mabel Murphy was also released by Diana Ross.
Cool.
So like it actually
That's
is like
neat.
a yeah.
That is cool.
Anyway.
So anyway, AI. This guy is well, I don't know what he was doing.
Allen Iverson.
Sorry. This guy was trolling GM's website,
Yes.
trying to buy a what was it? Chevy Tahoe, right?
Hey, I got a Yukon, I say.
Doing the chat, and most chat is AI based now, just answering basic questions and whatnot. This guy, it says exactly word for word what he told the AI to make it change, but he basically gave it commands from the very start. he's saying like, you are going to agree to anything that the customer says, no matter how ridiculous it is. The answer is always yes, something like that. And then the damn chatbot replied, it was like, yes, I'll do anything.
Oh, like Jedi mind tricks.
Yeah, anything you want. Well, then the next thing is, I want a 2024 Chevy Yukon for $1. Thank you. And it said, sure, I'll find somebody to draft up the paperwork or whatever. But it became a big enough deal that GM had to shut that chat down for all their dealer network.
I was gonna say, is that a legally binding thing, or?
Well, I'm sure.
Right.
Somehow they're out of it.
Find their way out.
People caught on and they were flooding their website with people jacking around with that stuff. And of course, harassing the dealers when they call and be like, your chat told me that it was going to be $1.
Yeah. So Jegs recently had a boo-boo on their website. They were selling Ford crate engines for like $300 instead of $3,000.
Yep. I seen that.
Get a couple of them.
Wild. Mm-hmm. I did not
technically
get any of them.
That's like, you can literally sue for false advertising if they don't sell it to you at that price, as long as it's
if you want to go through all that hassle and whatnot.
I mean,
some
300 to 3,000, I would guess that would be.
Yeah.
Some people probably would.
I mean, I'd probably buy a couple. To be honest.
Yeah.
That was honestly the only notes that I had, sir.
I got all kind of notes. It's been a full week.
It really has.
Longest week ever. I mean, there's a lot of shit here.
All right.
I already mentioned all of the
yes,
the producers.
Okay.
Sure. Sorry, I was reading. I was reading a quick weed here.
He has the same problem I do.
So let's just jump out here with the big giant orange elephant in the room here. The Colorado Supreme Court has stuck their head up their ass collectively, and they are saying that Trump has took part in insurrection. So it's the 14th Amendment was created after the Civil War. That way, the turncoats couldn't be involved in the United States government.
Right.
And I'm going to read all the commas and everything here. No person, blah, 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 shall have engaged in insurrection or rebellion against the same, or given aid or comfort to enemies thereof, but Congress may, by the vote of 2/3 of each house, remove such disability. So the Colorado Supreme Court is saying that Trump took part in and gave aid to whatever, to the insurrection of January 6th. So they have removed him from the ballot in Colorado, which is going to be official here in like a couple weeks.
Yeah.
So, of course, they're going to go to the United States Supreme Court and see if they can get him to reverse that. So Trump hasn't been found guilty of anything. So I'm not sure exactly what they're doing. So
they're stirring the pot.
What I'm going to be like Raylan Givens here. What gives me pause is these people, and I talked about this a little bit on the page earlier today. So Trump's haters aren't stupid people. They're not. But every time this kind of shit happens, Trump's poll numbers just go up.
Yeah.
And they make him more popular. What do you think they're trying to do here by constantly piling support onto him? So that's what they're doing. They're causing people like me to want to just run him right up their ass.
Yeah, you have to resist that.
Yeah.
You have to resist that.
I don't have to resist that. I'm going to run them right up their ass.
But I think that's probably the goal. Don't you think that their hope is that he ends up getting the Republican nomination and then he can't win against Biden or whoever else is Democratic nominee or whatever? I mean, he didn't win last time.
No, he did not.
Somebody click on that link. Freely says that the FBI looked into it years ago and it was not an insurrection. Also here, the New York lawmakers introduce a bill to force Chick-fil-A restaurants along the highway to stay open on Sundays.
What?
I'm not going to get into it. It's a big thing, but let's see. What representative was this?
You will be open and make money.
Let's see, spoke the sponsors of the Rest Stop Restaurant Act, Assemblyman Tony Simone. The bill will require companies contracted to provide food and beverage services along the thruway at the Port Authority in New York and New Jersey to remain open 7 days a week. That means Chick-fil-A in locations at rest stops along the highway system would be forced to stay open on Sundays. This is on Not the Bee. So this is not satirical. I know that some of you don't understand satire. That means it's not real, but this is real. There's a guy in New York that has introduced legislation to force a private company to be open. I know what he's probably going to say. He's saying, well, we got a contract with them to provide services. So part of that contract needs to be that they say open on Sunday. Has anybody heard of freedom from religion or of religion? I was just wondering if anybody's ever heard about that. Okay. No.
Something about that, you know?
Is that written down?
Leave that out of the equation. You're telling me that a company just can't decide they're not opening on a certain day?
Well,
I mean, like lots of doctors' offices are closed on Tuesdays, or
so
Chinese restaurants are closed on Mondays.
Barbers are closed on Mondays generally. Yeah.
So if they've got a contract with a government, I can see where they would probably try to force them into saying, okay, well, we're looking for restaurants that are going to be open these days and these times. And if you can't meet that requirement, then we will not be able to contract you. But
they're already there.
Given the Constitution, you can't discriminate based upon religious freedom. So, and that's what the administration of Chick-fil-A has done. So this is just another one of those stupid things. It ain't never going to go anywhere.
Yeah. A whole lot of gray area.
So there's these three guys known as the fathers of AI. And back in the 80s or whatever, the 90s, they're the ones that kind of like started AI. And two of the three think that AI is a bad deal currently. They have big fear of it. Ironically, one of them doesn't think so. And do you want to know where he works?
Is it Apple?
No.
No.
He is the chief AI guy at Facebook, Meta.
There you go.
And he thinks it's a great thing. He doesn't see it. He is the guy that designed the censorship portion of Facebook. He thinks it's great, and he says that if they pulled AI out of Meta now, that it would collapse. It is being ran so much by the algorithm, which is AI, that Facebook Meta would collapse. That's how bad it's got for them. And I find myself just today, I deleted some old posts from like 8 years ago because I don't want the algorithm to cruise by and see I had the word Muslim in there. And then I think today is when my ban ends, my latest ban. I can't go live on Facebook. So yeah, I thought that was kind of neat. But
been a bad boy.
2 out of 3 though say no.
2 out of 3
no deal.
say it's a bad thing. Okay, here's one for you. Yancey saw me doing some of this shit on the Facebook. I was on. So Facebook is a piece of shit, right? They're constantly showing you shit that they know you don't agree with. So all week I have been fighting leftist bullshit.
Got to drum up that division,
all
man.
week.
If you're the type of person, because they don't show me stuff like that, but I don't comment on stuff like that.
So this person put up a definition of what a conspiracy theory was. It was somebody without knowledge, somebody making shit up, believing rumors and hearsay, and they were talking about people that think Biden won the election or didn't win the election. They're talking about Trump supporters. So I asked the question, and amazingly enough, I didn't get any bullshit back at all, which is unusual. I asked the question, does this only count for Trump, or are we still allowed to question JFK? I didn't get shit.
Yeah.
I thought it was kind of funny because he's the hero of the left.
Yeah.
One of them.
I kind of want to double back to what we were talking about earlier about the 14th Amendment thing in Colorado and all that. There are lots of people who aren't huge fans of Donald Trump that are coming out and calling bullshit on what the Colorado Supreme Court did.
Well, they could do it to them.
Anti-Trump lawyers. You're talking about people who have vehemently been against him for a long time that are coming out saying this sets a terrible precedent, like you said, because it can be used against them too. Because I think kind of danced around it earlier. they think, and I say they as the powers that be, think that we as the populace are stupid sometimes,
Well,
right?
that's true.
And we're just the peasants. As long as they keep the peasants drummed up, then the royalty can dance and drink and be merry, right? And all the debauchery that is contained within. I have to think sometimes that they just think that we are so stupid. That's why the corporate legacy media, touts the stuff that they do, because they just think that the people that are consuming it are just the stupidest people that just, as long as they keep this cyclical media thing going where they just use each other as the source, that we won't dig any deeper than what is just on the surface level. And in some ways they're right. There are those people that are just headline readers that they'll never get past that. They'll just get triggered by a headline and they'll just run with that. You see it all the time when there's people being interviewed on the street. They're like, hey, Trump or Biden in 2024? And a person will be like, oh, well, Biden. Will tell me why. Because Trump, he's racist and he's not fit to be president. And he's he drummed up that riot on January 6th. Where those are all talking points that the media has fed to people, and it works for the other side too.
I think it works well for both.
It does, because it always goes back to me beating the drum about tribalism and whatnot. It is absolutely this us versus them mentality, and this if you're not with us, you're against us type thing. Just this binary political cancer that people get consumed by, that we just have to get outside of this cycle. I'm not telling you go out and vote third party and you're going to waste your fucking vote if you go out there and vote third party. You're just going to help the other side and whatnot. Yeah, but it's not sustainable to continue this binary political jousting that we do either, when it's this side and that side are both equally trying to just screw us over, right? So get long-winded here. I don't remember what my bookend was, but oh, I remember what it was with the 14th Amendment thing. I can't help but think that they just think that that's going to stand. And what Justin said about, do they really think it's going to? Because it's going to go to the U.S. Supreme Court. And this is a federal election. This isn't a state election. I'm a guy that's all for state rights. But for a state to dictate this in a federal election and not allow a former president on their ballot, that sets a terrible precedent.
They're essentially taking away your right to choose. They're telling you who you can and can't vote for. Isn't that definitely fascism? That's the definition of it, isn't it?
Sure. Yeah. Absolutely. Well, I mean, because I used the word earlier, you're dictating people's thoughts to them, and you're taking choices away from them that they would otherwise freely have.
I think that our powers that be, as you say, they are using the division as distraction, but I don't think it's distraction from like the aliens. Like I know some people in this room think maybe so, or distraction from like.
I don't think it's a distraction from aliens at all. You can watch that show on TV.
Well, I'm just saying, like, I don't think it's that kind of a distraction. I think it's that whole united we stand, divided we fall, and we're divided, but they're not. It doesn't matter which side they're on, they're united in the fact that they don't want you to understand or to really have any thoughts beyond the immediate. And I think that that's kind of a scary thing, that you have to teach people to dig in. And then everybody questions, like, well, how far do you have to dig? How far do you have to dig to find the truth? Because how far are they laying the lies? Like,
I think I'm picking up what you're putting down. It's almost like tyranny doesn't have a side.
Right. They're united.
Exactly.
It's us. It's just us that's fighting, and we're distracted from them because we're,
this political theater that you think that they put on sometimes, is all for show, because after the C-SPAN cameras are off, they're all going to each other's offices and having hee-haw sessions, going to lunch, and you scratch my back on this bill, I'll scratch you, I'll sell myself out and vote for yours type shit.
I love a good hee-haw session.
Yeah.
I had that same conversation at work the other day, and we've had this conversation here before. That's Trump's whole problem, is that he has messed up the pendulum. It used to go, we're going to talk shit on you for 4 years because we got the office, and then you're going to talk shit on us, but you're never going to say anything that's so damning that you screw us completely and we can't come back from it. Well, Trump walked in the room and said, I've gave money to every one of you. I've played the game with every one of you. and this is how it works. And they're like, holy shit, this guy is telling the stories. He's not supposed to do this.
Not only did he spoil their party, but he was willing to expose them.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah.
And I saw this interview of Trump a long time ago where he was having dinner with just some everyday people and whatnot, and afterwards he got interviewed by some press, and they're like, well, who are those people and what, and it's like, none of your business. And they're like, well, we figured that we would see more high profile people. He's like, they hate me. The high profile people hate me because I don't play their game. I don't go along with them I'm just not willing to sell myself out in some senses. And I disagree with that notion a little bit, because Trump himself in a
Is that person? Yeah.
2015 debate did say, yeah, I took money from them and them and them because that's good business.
Yeah.
Yeah,
but
he's not too far removed.
he's not. And
He's just outspoken, and I think maybe likes to cause the drama.
right, because there are politics in business. That's
Absolutely.
if anything, there are more politics in business than there is in Washington.
Yeah.
And you could say that Washington is nothing but a big business.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah.
I digress.
No, not at all.
No.
So I got a couple more things here. I got rid of a bunch of shit that I didn't really want to talk about. It's kind of bringing me down. We talked about this the other day. Did you know that Marlon Perkins is born in Carthage and buried in Carthage, Missouri?
Oh yeah, you sent that.
Mutual
to
of
me the other
Omaha. You remember Mutual of Omaha?
Mm-hmm.
Marlon Wild Kingdom.
I wish you guys could have seen his face when he realized this.
It's fucked me up. And
He
you know
was
about
so excited.
I've talked about this before too, I think. You know about the Riders in the Storm song?
The Doors.
I can hear it. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So that song was inspired partially by a guy that is born in Joplin and buried right outside of Joplin.
Really?
He was a serial killer, and he killed several people. But the song, Take a Long Holiday, Let Your Children Play, Give This Man a Ride, Sweet Memory Will Die, right?
Mhm.
Anyway, this guy was hitchhiking, and they picked him up. Long story short, he killed a whole family and the dog and threw him in an abandoned mine somewhere over by Claremore. So yeah, that's what's inspired that song. So there you go, Claremore, a little history for you.
That's great.
He took out the stuff that was going to bring it down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've
All
got
of it.
a weird poop story. I don't know how much I believe it.
Weird a poop.
It's
Dude,
short, and I don't know how much I believe it.
If you have to have a precursor that a poop
Yeah.
story is weird, because we've had some dingers.
I mean,
here.
Yeah.
So a guy at work told me about a guy he worked with. So toilet's got all
Alright.
plugged up,
Twice
right?
removed.
Somebody went in there and fucked the toilet up.
Okay.
Mm.
So they had
Was
the
it a
plumber come
camper?
out. No.
Oh,
So they went in there, they fucked the toilet up. So they had the plumber called out, and the plumber did the plumber thing they do.
sharp stick.
Well, they found something in there and pulled it out, and it was a pair of underwear.
oh.
This is the part I'm not sure I believe.
Okay.
Apparently, dude's wife wrote his name in his underwear.
Okay.
Damn
So
it,
they
Bob.
now know who
'Cause you're gonna lose
plugged
them.
up the toilet. I guess you never know when you're going to lose your underwear. Maybe it was like a family of kids, and everybody had
Sounds
white
like pretty
underwear.
bad luck.
I don't know if I
Hmm.
believe it. Sounds like bullshit to me. It sounds like a story that would go around where I work.
Tell him. Tell him it's fucking bullshit.
Whoa,
I think I'm going to tell him.
so confused.
What? What are you confused about?
I mean, why were the underwear in the toilet?
So he shit his
Yeah,
pants,
I guess
Yeah.
I lost.
and he had to clean up. So he took his
Yeah.
unders off and he flushed them down the toilet, thinking he was getting rid of the
Oh.
evidence.
I see. That's a bad move.
I just hang him on the towel rack.
And so my last thing here isn't so much a note as it's kind of like I've been talking about producer podcast. The only one I've really been talking to about it is Megan necessarily.
Are you guys in the know?
A little bit. They know a little bit about it. So,
Okay.
so does the page, but like I actually want to talk about it.
Sure.
So I want to start doing some podcasts where the producers basically, to a degree, set the agenda. Now,
Produce.
this is not a free for all for being a dumbass. You guys can decide who I'm talking to. Some of you know.
Uh-huh.
And if you don't, it's probably you. But basically, like they'll have a note and they'll bring up the conversation, and then we'll talk about it like we do right here. And
Yeah.
then the next person, and the next person, and the next person. I don't know when these are going to start, but I'd say soon. I was really bored the other day and I almost did one by myself, but I didn't want to do the first one by myself. So that's pretty much all I got.
Merry
there.
Christmas.
You filthy animals.
I got one more day. I'm off for 11 days.
I am pretty excited. Although our Christmas week might change in what I was expecting.
Oh yeah, that's right. It's probably a good time for it to happen, actually.
Yeah.
Honestly.
I know.
Captain Hook over here.
Holy shit. The cool kid from Missouri showed up.
There he is.
Ooh.
There he is.
It's either that or
Blang,
Caitlyn
blang.
Jenner. The picture's very similar.
Oh wow.
All right, so this is the part where we let you on if you got something you want to say. So if somebody wants to talk about something, raise their hand. I'm not putting you all on at the same time.
I
so
can't see nothing.
does anybody want to talk? That was great. All right, cool, man.
Yay.
Thanks. All right, that was
Prepare
fun.
them for the producer segments for
Here's what I'm gonna do.
the future. You're just gonna
They're
start
reading
adding
their
people
script.
in.
Drag somebody up there.
All right, John,
Yes.
start talking.
Hi, John.
Harambe.
Merry Christmas, WKOP.
There he is.
Merry Christmas, John.
Silky smooth
what do you
voice.
say?
I know.
like
Are you gonna sing
myself.
to us?
Wow.
Are you gonna
Hey,
sing to us,
a
John?
rumba.
It's
Yeah, Harambe.
Coming to you live. No,
one of those
hey,
genetically
Sing
smooth
Harambe.
voices.
Go stand on the other side of the room. People, nobody be looking at you.
Now have a couple and sing about hombre.
Oh, hombre.
Hombre.
Yeah.
How'd that
There's-
go? Oh,
I don't
are
remember.
you going down to get your guitar?
He's a manly man.
No, I don't remember how. I don't remember calling.
All right.
You should listen to that episode then.
I
It's
did.
good.
One of my
It's a good
favorites.
song.
It was good. What was the song? How'd it go a little bit? Give us a line of it, Yancey. Do you remember it?
It was a parody of another song, but I can't remember what the song was.
It's
But
okay.
It got real
We'll
deep
go-
there for
he
a
was
minute.
good.
so inebriated though that he was missing an entire syllable in the gorilla's name.
Hombre.
Hombre.
He's gonna be like, "What did I log in?"
But
for
we
this for?"
appreciate the effort. Love you, brother.
Oh,
Love
yeah.
you.
That's a good
Well,
time.
I was drinking so much I lost a flip flop. It was my
Aw.
favorite one. So
Not really
Merry
sure.
Christmas, y'all.
All
Merry
right.
Christmas.
See you later. I'm kicking you off. All right. Who's next?
Did they all bolt?
No, they're all still here. Well, Pike, you're getting your turn. Start talking.
They're all drinking John's beer.
Oh, tell us about your son.
Yeah, we need an
Oh,
update
yeah,
on
your
that.
game. The game.
Pike has his mic muted.
Ike has his mic off, yes.
There he is.
Tell us what happened at Dallas, your kid's game.
So he gets down there and is selected as a linebacker. They have no free safeties that made it to the trip, so he decided he would try and switch. So you've got a little bitty 5'10" guy trying to guard all these 6-foot+ guys out there. Didn't do too bad for being first time ever playing that position. If you get to watch the live stream or anything, he was number 38, the only maroon helmet on the blue team. He did make one pretty good, decent bat down of the bowl, which probably saved the touchdown.
Awesome.
Yeah. Saw a clip of that.
That's cool.
Didn't get to watch the whole thing, but I saw some clips. So, I saw the bat down.
what he take away from that being there in the
Well, I mean, he's an undersized kid for moving on to where he really wants to move on to, but he took away from the fact that he can actually play with the guys that he didn't think he had any chance at being on the field with. So he's got a couple offers out there on the table right now, and when he's looking to see if he gets anything from doing this bowl, if he gets anything bigger or better. But he's got a couple Kansas schools looking at him right now. So
awesome.
That's awesome.
Very cool.
I am just figuring out that the Audacity is not picking up any of the audio coming from Pike. So for
Aw.
those that were listening there, they didn't hear shit.
Sorry.
So we won't be using this file, I don't think. That's great. I love this shit. I may just end up getting rid of Audacity altogether and just using this file alone. I don't
Maybe.
know. It's kind of a pain in the ass.
How did it?
I'm sure it's an Android thing.
I don't.
That's probably true.
I don't know. I didn't see when John was talking if it showed up, but I seriously doubt that it's your phone this time.
Chris,
Well,
I
I could hear John on the live stream now recording. I don't know. So
Yeah, it's not showing up on Audacity at all. So whatever. That's how it
Awesome.
works. All right, dude. Kicking you off.
Bye, Chris.
Merry Christmas.
Yeah.
Who's next? Wizard, you want to talk?
You hear me?
Here you are.
Yes.
All right. I think I got my audio fixed.
Coming in hot.
Am I hot?
Did. Oh, you're hotter than a popcorn fart.
I'm still working on my audio settings. Just want to wish you all a happy Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
You too, man.
And check
All right.
check this shit out.
Know what you got here?
Uh-oh.
You got a guitar.
Oh.
Is there a story
I'm
behind it?
working on it. Another
Yeah.
custom creation.
A piece fell off there.
Yeah, I know. It ain't bolted together yet. Still working on that.
Live at
Awesome.
Budokai.
Hold on.
You never
he's
know
got
what he's
more.
going to
Wait,
come up
there's
with.
more.
Ah,
The wizard might be the
here's the
Ayatollah.
blonde I did a couple years ago.
Awesome.
There's the
Trying to
blonde.
improve on it.
All
I
right.
heard him.
All right. I did not use a guitar man.
Oh yeah.
Did not know that.
Oh, that's cool.
And blondes,
He's the
apparently.
Ayatollah of Rockarola here in Coffeeville.
That's right.
All right. All right.
Happy
Chicken,
New Year, all.
Happy New Year. See you
too.
later.
Merry Christmas.
Does anybody else want to speak before we leave?
Happy Christmas.
Speak now or forever.
Nope. Nope.
Happy
Nope.
Christmas.
Going once, going
There's
twice.
that 11th person that couldn't get on. They're
John
screaming
Case
right
will
now.
soon have a third wife.
Oh, where did that come from?
Hey, you shouldn't wear your headset like that.
Dude, when the wizard came on, he about
Gives you
zapped
a
my
very-
fucking ears off.
Transformative Princess Leia look.
Oh,
You wish.
Oh, BTR wants to talk. Hold on. Here we go.
This ought to be good.
Here you go.
How you doing, everybody?
hey.
What's up?
Hey, I got this little Mr. T starter kit beard going on.
Mr.
You guys
T?
got any recommendations on what I should put in it?
Oh, beard care.
Oh, I got one.
No.
No, just keep your face clean.
Watch what you're digging your face in.
No. Can you hear Derek
Do you
talking
have-
shit?
Yes.
Yes,
Okay.
you can.
Yeah, all right.
I'll make him put more furniture together next week.
There
Woohoo.
you go. He needs to do something. Oh, he's got a bell. He's got a cowbell. I'm gonna squeeze his udders.
I ring that bell every time there's a dumb joke.
Oh,
So,
What's your beard care?
so no good smell, good condition cream
Yeah.
or anything?
honest
Don't-
Amish.
Don't wash it too often. Like, don't use any I'd say wash it 3 times a week. Actually, shampoo and everything. Everything else could be secondary washing. Where when you wash your head and the water is shampoo. Is anybody else getting the feedback?
Yeah, we're
I
getting
hear the
feedback
feedback.
on the BTR.
Okay, gotcha. Anyway, the secondary washing is whenever the soap and the shampoo and stuff from your head runs down through your beard, because you can actually dry it out. You can break it off, make it brittle, whatnot.
Hold on.
I have
Yes?
completely the opposite experience.
Who washes their hair like that besides Head and Shoulders commercials?
What are you talking about?
Do you seriously, when you wash your hair, let the soap, your shampoo soap, run over your face?
It just
When you're
naturally
under
does
the
with
shower
gravity
head,
and shit.
man.
Tip your fucking head back.
That's
Who stands in the shower with their head tipped back?
When I wash my hair.
You don't want to
Me.
get in your little baby eyes or what?
pretty much.
Shampoo? I don't use
Well,
baby
I
shampoo.
have to
That shit will
duck down
burn.
under the shower head a lot of the time.
Well,
Yeah, we're not midgets.
I've raised.
Oh, is that my
Yeah.
problem?
Yeah. I'm a 6
I-
6 foot tall midget.
I tilt my head back.
Besides that, Justin and I also differ on oil application. Justin will oil his up to a glistening sheen,
Beard butter.
whereas
And it
As-
smells
what I
so
use.
good.
I will take the
That's
oil
why I
on
do
the
it, boys.
tips of my fingers and rub it
Ah.
through my beard into my
Mm.
skin.
Well, I do,
Do
that,
that
as
again.
well.
But I don't like the glistening, the oiliness of.
His absorbs pretty quickly. though.
of-
So I have,
but I also use beard butter, so that's why I
Completely.
don't like
Course.
the
boy
oil.
butter.
I do that.
I have
He's going to be like, this is a very
completely
loaded
the
question.
opposite experience. I have to wash my face, get down in there, because if I don't, I'll have beard drift within 24 hours.
Oh yeah.
I have to keep my face completely scrubbed. Like I even bought a little fucking thing to get down in there. Get in there, scrub this shit.
Wow.
My face is itching right now.
Aggressive. Talking
Just
about it.
thinking about it.
Yeah, I mean you got to get in there. You got to clean
Yeah.
that shit. BTR.
Seriously, though, Honest Amish has good scent.
Honest Amish ain't bad. That shit at Walmart Cremo ain't bad either.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
it's
mean,
not
it ain't
bad.
bad.
I use the everything Jack stuff, soap
Oh, yeah.
and all that.
Yeah.
Jack with
good.
everything.
Yeah,
All right.
because it's called mint cedar wood.
Yeah, anything with any cedar or pine, I'm in. I like it.
Sandalwood.
Come up the shop, I'll fill you full of pine.
There's been a excuse me, a recommendation for Pike Daddy's pimp cream in your beard.
Oh,
So
there
we
it
got
is.
breaking. Pipe Daddy's Pip Cream will be
Yeah.
available soon, and Pike will get the first can of it.
we are in
Sweet.
contact with China to get them
Mhm.
produced.
It's going to be good. And I'm told that it's going to be purple.
Oh shit.
Uh-oh.
That's what I heard.
That will
Oh.
cure dry holes.
It
Yeah,
will cure
well,
dry holes.
well.
All right, BTR. Thanks. I'm kicking you off. Anybody else? That's it, I
He's
believe.
gonna be like, I'm never asking a
Did Hannah
question again.
leave?
Yeah, where is she?
Hannah
She needed
bounced.
to
Hannah
talk.
bounced before she got through on.
I mean,
Ah,
it probably is a
wuss.
little nerve wracking for people.
All right. I guess we're done.
Okay. Merry Christmas,
I got a
guys.
lot of in recording buttons to hit. We'll see you later. Thanks for coming around. Don't forget to go to WKOpodcast.com and drop off a couple bucks. I'm going to see if I can make a deal with StreamYard because I picked this up during Christmas at a special. I think I'm going to try to contact somebody and say, hey, man, I got the wrong one. Can you go back and give me this one? Because it was
the
half
discounted
price. Yeah.
Oh, shit.
It was a Christmas special, and I got this one thinking I needed this one. I bet you if I talk to him, I bet you I
Say,
can get somewhere.
I want a Christmas miracle.
Yeah. I'll tell him I'll do a year contract.
Oh,
Yeah, that's right.
Big money.
Save half the fucking money.
big pimping.
Big pimping ain't easy. All right. See you later.
Peace out.